Hey guys, and welcome to another Polymer clay tutorial. Today we are going to create the new card Rascals from Clash Royale. A new card was released today in the game Clash Royale, the card Rascals. A team of 3, 1 boy and 2 Rascal girls, and I got immediately so many requests to create these cards. I read it in the comments and I was fascinated by the artwork, so I was really happy to create the Rascals, although this may be one of the most difficult creations from Clash Royale because of this posture where the boy is lifting one of his legs. But let's get started. We will create the Rascals. This will be part 1. I will show you how to create the boy, and this will be a lot of work. And after that, I think I will upload the 2 girls next week. There will be a Fortnite tutorial in between, but for now, let's create the Rascal boy. This is a tank in the game, so he is fighting with his wooden sword, and the 2 girls have range. They can shoot with bubble gum. And this is one of the details I loved about this character. I started first with the aluminum wire because this posture with the lifted leg is pretty difficult. After that, some coating with aluminum foil. You can still see it because it is lightweight, and now we are coating with pink clay in order to get the skin nice and very thick, because this boy, well, he is a bit thicker compared to the girls, at least. This will be the leg standing on the ground, standing on the grass. And now we can start working on the feet, and after that also on the hands. This is how I prepare the feet, and now we can place it right onto the legs, also the lifted one as well. And after that, well, I'm using my knife as a stand, and now we can start cutting with the scalpel and working on the toes. So some detail work. Yeah, I have seen some gameplay of this guy, and currently there's the Rascal challenge in Clash Royale, which I haven't started yet, but I definitely will. I will play it this weekend. And the latest cards, well, I didn't really like the latest cards very much, but the Rascals I think are pretty interesting. Just cutting the fingers, shortening them. They are very interesting to play, I think, because you have 1 tank and 2 range characters behind. And normally, well, I'm playing the Ice Golem, for example, as a tank in the front, and I would place my wizard, or any wizard, or any card with the range behind. And this is a very strong combo, and what I really love about the Rascals is that it comes all in 1 card. Yeah, we need some red clay. You can mix it, of course. I already mixed it. You have seen that I am collecting old clay stuff, sorted by color, and this makes it pretty easy if you just need a tiny bit of red, like you just saw, for the nose and for the ears, so you don't have to open a whole new package of red clay. This will be the hair, and this is funny because this poor boy can't see, because he has too long hair. I would say the girls are his vision, his eyes, so they tell him where to go and where to fight with his wooden sword. Yeah, this is the last detail for the first layer, the first part of this creation, and we can put it onto the plate and we are ready to go into the oven. freshly baked Rascal boy, but he's still naked, so let's dress him, let's get him dressed. And I start with the trousers, which is pretty simple. I'm using my scissors for the details. They look a bit ragged, and this is okay, because he's a rascal, I think. Just placing the thin layer also on the other leg as well. And here we go. The trouser part is almost finished. Now we are mixing some blue clay. It should be a bit brighter, so I mix in some peppermint green. And here we go. This will be the color for his dress. I think it's a great color, not too strong. Well, just making his belly a bit thicker. And we will cut the clay in order to make it fit onto the body. So here we go, also work on the back side of the character. And yeah, just working on some different layers to make him even a bit thicker. It was a bit too skinny, I think. Somehow it reminds me of a sleeping dress. Is it called sleeping dress? Yeah. So, some more black clay for his hood. We will create it. It's a bit curved. And we will also use the scissors again for these tiny details. Just place it onto the creation. And this is the hood itself. And after that, this was one of the parts I loved the most of this creation. We will add some of the details, very tiny details for the hood. Also there are these screws, I think, yeah. Somehow it reminded me of screws. And we will place them on the hood as well. Yeah, I posted this image on Instagram. You can see me how I'm creating the Rascals. And I wrote beneath that it's not always about the finished creation. Most of the time it is also about the process, which I just love. And I love to challenge myself. And I also wrote that it sometimes takes some time that I feel confident enough to start with a creation. And when you're into clay and you're into modeling, the best way to start, and this will be the wooden sword, the best way to start is to look for great reference images. This makes it way much easier than to just get started. So it just takes some preparation, and if you have good images, the start is way more easy. So this is the bubble gum we will use, and he is holding bubble gums and also some tiny stones. So we will mix a dark gray as well, and I'm using my knife in order to get the tiny stones with sharp edges. So here we go, creating them. I don't know how many of these I used. I just tried to fill his hand. Yeah, so that the girls, the Rascal girls, can just take the stones and the bubble gum to use them for shooting. Now let's work on the stand. This is the muddy part of the stand. It's the technique I used for almost all my Clash Royale tutorials. Still like the process of creating this stand, because it looks very unique, and still after I have created it like 20 times, it is still some fun to create it with the grass on top. Before you're wondering, the next Fortnite tutorial will be the Tilted Towers location I will create out of clay, but it still takes some more time. I think maybe 3-4 more days. It is way more difficult than I thought it would be, But stay tuned, I will publish it next week together with the Rascal girls. But for now, let's go into the oven. Freshly baked Rascal boy, and well, I think part 1 is finished. Guys, that's it! This is the end of part 1. Part 2 will be uploaded next week. I hope I'll finish editing very soon. Next tutorial will be about Fortnite again. I will create tilted towers out of clay. I guess that's it for today. Thanks a lot for watching. Guys, take care. See you next week. Bye.